All right, and welcome to Malad High School as we are live here. As I'm Nate Matthews, joined by somebody.
Jared Hill here.
There you go. All right, and we're here.
That was a last-second decision.
That was a game-time decision right there. That was rivaling a LeBron James game-time decision right there. It was like 5 seconds before tip-off, we switched. So
It's okay.
as Soda Springs Cardinals taking on the Bear Lake Bears today. As I don't really know who should announce and who should just add color.
Hey, you understand baseball pitching a little bit better than I do, so I'll let you go ahead and talk about the pitches. You can call the balls and strikes, and I'll give the commentary. It'll be a fun change.
Sounds great to me.
That way, if I have to get up and leave in BAD,
you're okay.
It's a more smooth transition.
Yeah, and if you have to get up in BAD, you'll sound like me coloring for you. Silent. As we've got Peter Newton on the mound today, as we're about ready to go here. We'll get lineups as we go. I don't have any lineups yet, but last game against the Cardinals, score was 6-1 as Trey Stevens comes to the plate for the Cardinals. Score was 6-1 in a defensive game. First pitch is an off-speed pitch popped up over towards the second baseman, and it's caught for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out to start the game.
You gotta like that for pitch counts.
I mean, that's about as efficient as they come, as that ball was popped almost to the clouds. Took about 8 seconds for that thing to come down. 1 away.
Just some results from district golf. Maddox Tarbet finished with the 91 today over in the district golf tournament. And Trayson Wright finished with the 95, and Brinley Birch finished with an 89.
All right, next to the plate is Kirby, as that is swung on and missed for strike 2. Count is 0-2 here. 2 quick strikes, 3 total strikes for Newton on 3 pitches.
It's a pretty good inning.
Yeah, about as
efficiency.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for. Last game was a defensive showing, as that ball's going to be popped foul. Count will remain 0-2 as it's out of play. Very defensive game, if you remember right. Bears scored 5 runs in the first inning the last time these two teams played. 1 inning the rest of the way. 1 run the rest of the way. And the final score was 6-1 in a very defensive game. 1-2 pitch is an off-speed outside for ball 1. That's going to make the count 1-2 as we'll do it again.
And if you're wondering weather-wise, you can probably hear the wind in our microphones. Much better weather than it is in Bear Lake.
Yeah, it's
still cool. Too cold for Nate to be in shorts, which he is.
1-2 pitch is an off-speed pitch outside ball 2. That's going to even up the count 2-2 here, as Kirby working the count a little bit, making Newton work for an out here.
1 pitch and 1 out to start, and now we'll work the full count.
2-2 pitch is a fastball high. Count's going to be 3-2. Full count here for the Bears. 1 away in the top of the first inning.
Bear Lake softball coming up at 3:30 over in the other end of town here.
3-2 pitches outside, so great work there by Kirby to work that count and eventually get on base with the walk. That's great plate discipline there, staying alive and eventually drawing the walk out of an 0-2 count. So next up to the plate for the Cardinals is going to be number 20. It's 28, I actually think. McCullough. As the first pitch is outside ball 1. Looked like an off-speed pitch with a bit of a changeup. That's going to make the count 1-0 to start this at-bat.
With a runner down at first base after drawing the walk.
I will say one thing Soda Springs did a lot of was run, but with a lefty, it's going to keep him honest a little bit. As that pitch is high, runner goes as I say that, and he's going to be in there safe.
They called him out.
That's surprising to me because I did not think that was – I thought he was there for sure, but they're going to say out at second base as they throw him out over there. It looked like he was there to me.
It was
a close play.
It was kind of a slow slide. It looked like he was going to be in plenty of time, but his slide was kind of – he slowed down a lot on the slide, the head first slide, and
2-0 pitch is ripped out into left center field, and that's going to drop in there. 1 hop the wall for extra bases for sure. Hits the cutoff man, and that's going to be a stand-up double for McCullough. So the runner at second base here with 2 down, as that was just absolutely ripped.
That pickoff saved the Bears a run.
Absolutely.
If he would have been safe at second, he would have scored easily on that hit. And now with 2 outs, a runner at second changes things up a lot rather than a 1-0 game right now.
All right, next up is going to be Dunford. He's wearing number 9, and he's their cleanup hitter, batting 4th today for the Cardinals. as Newton looks off the runner at second, throws an off-speed pitch, just misses ball one. Count's going to be 1-0 here to Dunford, as that ball was about as well played as you can at the high school level. Next best thing as opposed to a home run is that's a fastball swung on and missed, strike one. That's going to even up the count 1-1. The next best thing to a home run is a hard hit line drive like that because it's tough to field.
Yeah, and it was in the gap. There was no way they were going to get to it. Like you said, it rolled to the fence. Oh, swing and a miss.
Off-speed pitch, got him out in front a little bit. He does tip it, I believe. That looked like a foul tip to me. So 1-2.
Very off balance.
Newton looking off the runner at second base once again with the windup and the 1-2 pitch on its way. Curveball popped foul, as that's going to be out of play. Good-looking curveball there. Had a lot of movement to it, especially late. Once it got to the plate, it moved another foot, it looked like to me.
Those pitches are nasty, whether it's the curveball in baseball, screwball, and softball. They are hard to hit because they do move so much.
Newton comes with the heat on the 1-2 pitch. Is this going to be popped foul into the stands? Count will remain 1-2, as battling are the Cardinals here with 2 outs in the top of the first. Newton comes set, 1-2 pitch once again. Off-speed pitch again, popped foul to about the exact same spot as the last one, so we're going to do it once again. Count remains 1-2.
Great effort there by the batter to Dunford to fight that one off. He was way out in front with his body, but he was able to hold up his hands and just get enough of it to foul it off and stay alive.
And that's the biggest key here. Obviously, if you're not going to be able to score runs for either team, whether that's Soda or Bear Lake, at any point in the game, you want to keep battling. Make that pitcher work for every out, because the more pitches they throw, the more likely they are to make mistakes later on in the game. As count remains 1-2 once again, as Newton comes set, pitch once again, off-speed pitch outside, ball 2, evens up the count, 2-2.
Runner just staying put out there, not looking to advance from second. Staying in scoring position.
That's about how I used to play, lead off about 6 inches away from the bag because I cannot run. 2-2 pitch is going to be a fastball.
And it's past the catcher transfer, but he does a great job of playing it cleanly off the bounce of the backstop and keeping the runner down at second base.
Yeah, that bounced about 25 feet, but it was a bank shot right back to Transtrom. As count is full, 3-2. 3-2 pitch, and it is driven out into center field. And what a great play out there in center. Diving catch to end the inning, and that saved the Bears another run. So between that pickoff play and
the diving catch there by Jack Hume,
that saves 2 runs and gains 2 outs. As that's going to do it for the top of the first inning. At the end of the top of the first, score remains 0-0. We'll see the Bears up next on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
And we're back here at Malad High School for the bottom of the first inning. Bears coming to the plate for the first time. Score remains 0-0 as we recap the top of the first, as a couple of great plays there by the Bears between the throw down to second base and that diving catch by Jack Hume out there in center field, saving a couple of runs. As that's key early on. Defense is going to save you in these kinds of games. Cold weather, ball's probably not going to fly incredibly well, especially if your hands are cold. I mean, coming off the bat, you're almost more afraid to make contact sometimes because it hurts. So, defense, always going to be, important. You know, if you can hold Soda to the least amount of runs possible, that's always good.
So you're telling me that the team that scores the most runs was going to win this game?
That is what I'm saying. The team that scores the most runs will, in fact, win this game.
And both of those plays were very timely. The throwdown would have resulted in, the next pitch, he drills a double. It would have easily scored a run from second had the Bears not got that out.
Back to live action, as that first pitch to Transtrom is going to be high for ball one. Count is 1-0.
Transtrom is the catcher that threw that runner out.
1-0 pitch on its way from the Cardinals as he swung on and grounded over there to third. Clean play by the third baseman on to first in time for out number one. Quick one away on 2 pitches. Once again, 2 quick first outs from both sides to start this game.
Transtrom just a little bit out front of that. It was a off-speed pitch. He would just stuck his bat out there, kind of put it in play, hoped to see an error or foul ball. Foul it off would have been probably his preference, but at least he put it in play instead of just taking the strike.
Next batter up is Peter Newton as the first pitch on its way from the Cardinals, and that is ripped out there into right field. That's going to drop in there for a single. Newton with a hot rip off the bat, and that's going to get him a base. First hit for the Bears to start this first inning.
3 pitches is all so far to the first 2 batters combined.
As next batter up for the Bears is going to be
Caden Anderson, number 2.
No, that's Dawson Beard.
Dawson Beard, sorry, wrong number. Had the wrong person in mind. I think Anderson's number 1. Sorry.
Newton going, and that pitch is going to get by the catcher.
It
hit him.
It hit Beard.
It hit Beard. So couldn't see it. Kind of a weird angle, so it's tough to tell. But hit by pitch as runners now on first and second. Bears with a chance to score here. As next batter up is going to be Jack Hume, the cleanup man today, and the center fielder for the Bears.
Yeah, had that great play in the first inning to end the inning. Swing and miss at that one.
Whew, first pitch curveball, and it had him looking silly as he was way out in front of that, and it just dropped out. That's one of those that the top just drops out of. It bounced pretty much off of home plate, but you swing at it anyway because it looks good. 0-1 pitch on its way, and it is high for ball one. That evens up the count, 1-1.
That first swing, you could tell he was fooled by the pitch because he swung out of his shoes. He made contact. That ball was out of here.
1-1 pitch incoming. It's an off-speed in there for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Good-looking pitch there with 1-1. Obviously, one of the more important pitches of the at-bat. 2-1 and 1-2 are huge as the 1-2 pitch can be fouled away over down the third base line. And a great play over there at third by Coach Culver, scooping that one up. I give that about a 7 out of 10 on my athleticism rating, so not bad. We'll do it again, 1-2.
We're not gonna go there, Lisa. There's a running joke on the softball team that we're gonna talk about after this pitch.
1-2 pitch is ripped, and it is into left field and drops for a single. As now the bases are loaded, full of Bears, as we get the number 5 hitter up to the plate. That is Nate George.
So George, the lone senior on this team, comes up with a chance to do some damage here in the first inning. Here's the first pitch, swing and a miss.
First pitch swung on and missed, strike 1.
So there's a running joke in softball because I dived out of the way of a pitch last year, and it became a joke that I'm the most athletic coach in the district because I tried to save my life.
That pitch is popped up over there towards first base. First baseman's going to get over there, and he's going to boot it. That's just going to be a foul ball, and strike 2, 0-2 the count. Tough play there for the Cardinals as you get an easy out like that, and you want your first baseman to make the play.
It was right at the fence, and I think he saw the fence coming.
Been there. You don't want to run into that fence then. Seems like it would be painful.
So George still alive.
That pitch is going to be upstairs, ball 1, 1-2 the count. Like I said, extending at-bats is going to be huge for the Bears today. The more you make any pitcher work, the better. So, coming set are the Cardinals. 1-2 pitch on its way, and it is popped up high over there towards the shortstop.
Inflated fly rule was in effect there.
Play's going to be made anyway, so it would have been the same. 2 outs, but throw to the pitcher's wild, and we're going to score on that. The Bears score an early run off of a mistake by the Cardinals. 1-0 here in the first inning as Newton sees the ball go by the pitcher, takes off running, scores a run. Unearned runs.
And that was just kind of made the catch, infield fly, batter was out, 2 outs in the inning. You think you have a chance to get out of the inning without giving up any runs. And he made a kind of a lazy throw that got away from the pitcher and gave up a run.
Next batter up is Caden Anderson, as I believe the first pitch was a strike. I missed it.
It was a swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 pitch is going to be low, ball 1, 1-1 the count.
2 runners in scoring position here. And because there are 2 outs, they'll be going on the crack of the bat. A single could score 2.
1-1 pitch on its way, cut on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Soda Springs, pitchers, I mean, getting ahead early in the count. I mean, quick 2 strikes typically. That's been the case throughout the bottom of the first inning. 1-2 pitch on its way. Ooh. It looked in there to me. I thought he had rung him up.
I thought he was going to get a backwards K right there.
2-2 the count, though. Umpire disagrees. 2-2 pitch on its way from the Cardinals. It is a fastball blooped out there over towards the shortstop. Shortstop's going to make a phenomenal play. That's just a good play, and that saves a couple of runs for the Cardinals as well. And the Bears are going to go down, but they do score a run in the bottom of the first inning. Score is going to be 1-0. We'll be back with the top of the second inning after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help, Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhard Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And You Save Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
Have you checked out the most awesome Ford store in eastern Idaho? We've been around for years.
And we've got top awards in the region for customer service and satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford in Soda Springs.
Right now, we have the best inventory around and more on the way.
Or you can custom order your new car or truck just the way you like it.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
All right, and we are back at Malad High School for the top of the second inning. At the end of the first, score Bear Lake 1, Soda Springs 0. To recap the first inning, 1 run scored by the Bears on a throwing error after that infield fly rule for the second out. Great play over there by the shortstop to end the inning, running down a little bloop, what could have been a bloop single and potentially even extra bases with how high it was.
It would have scored two runs
sure.
Because the runner at third had already crossed the plate and the runner at second had rounded third before he made the catch. Saved 2 runs, just like the catch by Jack Hume saved at least 1 run on the Soda Springs half of the inning to start the game.
All right, up next for the Cardinals is going to be Irick, the pitcher from the last game, as the first pitch is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Good-looking pitch there, off speed from Newton out there on the bump.
Both pitchers are doing a good job of working ahead in the count. You want to start with the strike, make them swing at your pitch after that.
0-1 pitch is cut on and bounced over there to the shortstop. Throw is going to be in time for the first out of the inning. As close play over there at first base, Irick almost runs it out, but Bears are going to pick up the first out of the inning.
Beard makes a good play, as Newton had to jump out of the way to save his life.
It's one of them things as a pitcher where you definitely do have to play a couple of please save me kind of plays, you know. All right, first pitch to the next batter is going to be
Ball one.
I couldn't tell. Looked like he might have signaled a strike. I got a coach in my way over here at third base. So
third base coach kind of blocked the view on that one.
As 1-0 pitch from Newton is going to be upstairs, and that's getting your head in the game in the wrong way, folks. As he's going to get a free base off of that one as it just doinked right off the helmet. Heard that one from here. Didn't even have to think about it, and I don't know if he can think about it right now. So runner on first here, 1 down, and Soda with a quick hit by pitch. At least those ones don't hurt as much, you know.
Both innings now started out by a leadoff out, followed by a base runner. The Bears were able to erase that base runner in the first inning and see what they can do here.
Newton with the first pitch, and the Cardinals squared a bunt as it is bunted foul. 0-1 the count. Batter to the plate is number 17.
Good strategy here in a game that's close. You're only down by 1. Try to put the ball in play, move that runner, get him in scoring position.
0-1 pitch incoming as Newton comes set, looks off the runner at first, goes over to first. Ball's going to get away from the first baseman, and now the bunt is not going to matter. You're just going to take second base because the ball's out of play. So that's – no, he's going to get third as well.
He's going to get third.
No, they're going to keep him at second.
I was going to say, I think you only get 1 base on that.
I will say, though, that's like bunting, but not bunting. So errors, especially on throwing errors like that, smart pickoff move. He had a chance at him. It was going to be a close play, but that's just going to essentially work as the bunt. So now Peterson going to be able to swing his bat here as 0-1 pitch on its way, off-speed pitch, and it is a ball.
No, they call it a strike. Late call, but he does call it a strike.
He did not call that until about 15 seconds after the pitch, so we were about to the 0-2 pitch by the time he called that one, as the count is 0-2. As Newton comes set, steps off over there, and he's not going to throw it, just wanted to scare him a little bit.
Keep the runner honest, keep him close.
0-2 pitch on its way, and it's going to be popped up behind home, and botched play over there, but it's going to be a foul ball. Tough play there for Transtrom because you're trying to get the mask off as the ball's coming down. Tough to spot the ball, I'd imagine, as the ball was almost to his mitt by the time it got there. So it's just going to be a foul ball, and we'll do it again, 0-2.
That one wasn't very high in the air. He had to try to get there quickly. Couldn't quite bring it in off the tip of his glove.
0-2 pitch from Newton on its way. It's a fastball swung on and missed, strike 3. Strikes him out, and that's going to be 2 away here in the top of the second inning.
That makes it so the runner from second is more likely to score on a base hit because now he's going at the swing of the bat with 2 outs. He doesn't have to worry about the tag up.
All right, next up for the Cardinals is going to be Dilworth. As first pitch from Newton, off speed upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 the count. And one thing I've got to give Newton credit for is he's really good at changing his speeds. His off-speed pitches and his fastballs are very different, as that's going to get your hitters out in front and really get them off balance. As the 1-0 pitch on its way, cut on into right field, and it's going to be a tough play, and it's going to get down. That's going to score a run. Tough play out there for the right fielder, and that's going to be extra bases. Runner heading to third base. Run scores, and the throw into third is going to be late, as he'll be in there with a RBI triple on just a tough play for the right fielder to make out there. Not the easiest ball to field. Kind of came in at a weird angle. You saw his arm kind of go to about a 90-degree angle trying to make that play, and it gets by 3 bases and an RBI, so that's going to even up the score. Soda Springs 1, Bear Lake 1, runner on third with 2 outs here.
That's one of those plays that if you make the catch, you are the hero, but by missing the catch, you give up the triple. You probably give up the run either way.
All right, next batter up is Kirby, as the first pitch is a strike, 0-1 the count.
That was one of those, the bottom dropped out of it. He swung it nothing because by the time he got the bat around, it was in the dirt.
0-1 pitch from Newton on its way, off speed. Looks like it's going to be low. Ball 1, 1-1 the count.
This umpire does take his time making calls. If we were up there closer where we could make it a little bit more obvious, but sometimes you have to wait for him for a bit.
Quick step off there for Newton. Reset.
Trying to keep that runner close at third.
As pitch on its way, and it's going to be inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. As, you know, those are the kind of plays that you can call a ball for sure just based on the way the batter responds. We are at a weird angle as 2-1 pitch is cut on, and looks like a foul tip right off of Transtrom's face, as that's going to even up the count 2-2.
That's why you wear a face mask as a catcher.
Yeah, it's a good thing they do, because that's, can you say CTE?
That not only hit the catcher, I think it bounced off the umpire as well there.
2-2 the count, and it's on its way. Off-speed pitch, looked like a curveball, but it's going to hang upstairs. Full count now, 3-2. As this would be a huge pitch right here. This will be a huge pitch as you want to get the strikeout and end this inning. 3-2 pitch, and
the batter steps out.
Time called as Kirby says we're going to take a second. Steps back in the box, and we're going to do it again, 3-2. Newton comes set, 3-2 pitch on its way. It's a fastball. It's popped foul into the fence. It's going to remain 3-2.
This is a big battle right here. You got a place to put him. You can, if you walk him, first base is unoccupied. In a 1-1 game and a runner at third, what you don't want to give up right here is a hit.
3-2 pitch once again on its way. Off-speed pitch, and he rings him up. Strike 3 as the runner takes off for first base, but it's definitely strike 3. It looked good from here. So that's going to end the top of the second inning. At the end of the top of the second, score Soda Springs 1, Bear Lake 1. We'll be back with the bottom of the second inning after this on the SVI Sports Network.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing. But it's the people that make the difference.
This new brand is going to represent who we are.
Honesty, integrity, loyalty, kindness, hard work, thoroughness. Nobody would buy anything without knowing they're getting it free and clear of somebody else's debt or problems. And that's the whole purpose of a title search, is to make sure that we can ensure clear title.
And it was critical that we have a brand that really describes that.
The team at the Montpelier office of Flying S Title and Escrow are ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction and are proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Visit Flying S Title and Escrow at 469 Washington Street or call 208-847-1300. Also available at fste.com.
And we're back at Malad High School as the bottom of the second inning. Bears coming to the plate. Score is 1-1 as Bears get out of a bit of a jam there. Runner on third base. Could have turned into a Soda Springs lead, but Peter Newton throws a great 3-2 pitch, strikes the batter out, and game stays tied.
And it turns out that misplayed ball in right field does not hurt the Bears. If he just steps back and takes it on one hop, the run most likely would have scored anyway. The runner advancing to third on the misplay of the ball ends up being stranded at third. So the misplayed ball in right field, it does not hurt the Bears. And in this defensive battle where both teams have gotten themselves out of jams, bases loaded in the first inning for the Bears with only one out, and where they were only able to score the one run.
Next up for the Bears is Weston as the first pitch from the Cardinals on its way, and it's going to be high for ball one. 1-0 the count.
Dunford working his second inning on the mound for the Cardinals.
1-0 pitch from Dunford on its way, and it is outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count, as this is a great hitter's count for the Bears. Potentially get a quick knock to start off the inning. 2-0 pitch on its way, and it is definitely a good pitch to swing at, but it's going to be popped foul. 2-1 the count.
Just underneath that one, good cut on it, good timing, just underneath it, fouled it right up, straight up into the backstop.
2-1 pitch on its way, as it is low, ball 3. 3-1 the count.
Another hitter's count. You can sit on your favorite pitch. You still are ahead in the count. Sit on your pitch.
I'm swinging at this even if it's 6 feet high, but that's just me. 3-1 pitch on its way as it's going to be popped up over towards the second baseman, and it's going to be a routine play over there for Kirby for the first out of the inning. 1 away in the bottom of the second.
And that is why your baseball career ended in the 8th grade.
That is why I'm talking about sports and playing golf instead of playing baseball for the Mariners right now. I realized my potential really quick as Ryder Beard to the plate, as first pitch cut on and missed foul tip. Strike one either way, 0-1 the count. I could play for the Marlins if you really think about it. My favorite team, they kind of suck, as the 0-1 pitch cut on and missed strike 2, 0-2 the count.
Every leadoff batter in this game so far, all 4 of them have been retired. And all the damage has been done after 1 out for both teams.
0-2 pitch on its way, and it's going to be popped well up there behind home plate. Catcher's going to make the play for the second out of the inning. Good play for the catcher there to get up quickly and respond, as 2 away in the bottom of the second.
The difference between that one and the one Transtrom played is the height. He had a lot more time to get over there, get himself set, and be prepared. As the number 9 hitter in the order comes up, Transtrom is up next.
Tate Ewing, as the first pitch is going to be inside for a ball. 1-0 the count.
That was one where he kind of tried to get his knee in the way, get a free base there, but it still missed him.
Wind up and the 1-0 pitch incoming, as it is in the dirt, ball 2, 2-0. As this pitcher, I'm having a really hard time deciphering what's an off-speed pitch and what's a fastball, because they all kind of look off-speed from over here, which isn't a bad thing. I think he's playing more like a Greg Maddux style, where you're looking for location. As the 2-0 pitch on its way, it's going to be bounced over to the third baseman, bobbles it over there at third. Going to be a tough play, and he's just going to hold on to it. So Ewing going to get on base. Runner on first here with 2 outs, and Transtrom coming to the plate.
That one kind of ate him up. It took a short hop right in front of him, came up at an awkward angle, and he couldn't get his glove in front of it, glanced off his knee and bounced over towards third base, where he didn't have any time to make the throw once he recovered.
All right, runner on first base here with 2 outs, and Transtrom at the plate. Cardinals come set. Now the pitch on its way, as it is strike 1. Runner's heading to second there, and he's going to be safe, but it was a close play. He stayed standing up, as it could have been a tag out, but it looked like the tag was a little late.
That's one of those plays where you tell your freshman when he gets over to third base or gets in the dugout after the inning, you got to slide there. If he slides, there's not even a play.
0-1 pitch on its way, and it is cut on and tipped foul to the backstop. 0-2 the count.
So Transtrom grounded out to start the game. This is his second plate appearance of the game.
Like we said, First pitch strikes and early strikes haven't been an issue here. It's been retiring batters once you get into this. As the 0-2 pitch on its way, and it is outside once again, ball 1, 1-2. As I said, early strikes, but getting the strikeout's been the hard part. Getting to 2 strikes hasn't been tough, but extending the count are the batters. As the 1-2 pitch on its way upstairs, ball 2, 2-2 the count.
So Transtrom trying to work the count here. 2 outs, 2-2 count. Trying to get that go-ahead run.
Cardinals come set. The 2-2 pitch is low, ball 3, as Ewing's going to take off for third base, and he'll be there. No throw even. So full count, runner at third base. The Bears have a great opportunity to score a 2-out run here.
That one just kind of short-hopped the catcher. It came in and hit the ground about 6 inches in front of his glove and just took a weird bounce.
Looked like a curveball that got away. As the 3-2 pitch on its way, as it's going to be popped fouls. We'll do it again. Like I said, Bears just really extending counts right now, making them work for extra pitches. 3-2 pitch once again incoming. As time called to clear off home plate. And as I was saying, I think this pitcher here is more of a location kind of guy. He's not really trying to work the velocity. He's not trying to throw fast. He's more trying to locate his pitches where he wants them in the zone. As the 3-2 pitch on its way, it's cut on. It's bouncing over towards the shortstop. Tough play. It eats him up. Throw is going to be late, and that's going to score a run for the Bears. So that's going to make the score 2-1. Bears taking a 1-run lead once again in the bottom of the second.
That hop just came up a little bit higher than the shortstop anticipated. He bounced off his chest instead of his glove, and by the time he recovered, Transtrom had made his way down the line to drive in that run.
All right, as Peter Newton comes to the plate, runner goes to second. Throw's going to be well late, as runner is safe. Strike 1, I believe, at the plate.
Yes, they did call it a strike. That's one of those that he stole that base off the pitcher. Transtrom was almost there before the throw was ever even made.
0-1 pitch incoming to Peter Newton, and it is going to be outside for ball 1, 1-1 the count. And the strike zone for Peter Newton, not very big. Fast runner, can hit the ball really good when it's in the strike zone, but you got to make him work for it for sure.
And he did line one into right field, his first at bat for a single.
That pitch is going to be outside ball 2, 2-1 the count. Newton, the left-hander, love to see it. The only left-hander on the Bears currently. Bears lineup, well, varsity level at least. 2-1 pitch on its way, and it's going to be popped over towards some fans. I thought it was going to be closer than it was. I was wondering if they were looking at it, but they didn't have to. As it lands, everybody's safe. Nobody's hurt. Count evened up 2-2.
Bears have done well with 2 strikes so far in this game. They've done a good job putting the ball in play.
2-2 pitch on its way from the Cardinals, and that's going to be outside ball 3. That's going to load up the count 3-2 as big pitch here to Newton.
Base hit probably scores a run, as I'm sure Transtrom's probably moving on the pitch.
3-2 pitch on its way, and it is ripped into the gap into right field for a hit. Runner heading home, and it looks like he's going to be safe as good throw cut off by the pitcher, and that is a great knock. 3-2 with 2 outs. Newton going to get himself an RBI here for the Bears. 3-1 our score.
The right fielder fielded it, kept it in front of him cleanly, but kind of bobbled the transfer from his glove to his throwing hand, and by the time he came up with it cleanly, Transtrom scored early, easy. It was a good decision there by Dunford, the pitcher, to cut that throw off, kept the runner over at first. It could have moved Newton into scoring position.
All right, and that brings up the number 3 hitter. That is Dawson Beard with a runner on first base and 2 outs. First pitch on its way. Runner's going ball high as Newton going to scoot into second base easily.
So the Bears stealing with ease against this pitcher-catcher combination. Like I said earlier, the throws aren't too bad. I think the steals are coming off the pitcher. As you said, he's not an overpowering with speed. He's more of a location pitcher, and it's given the Bears runners a chance to advance.
As that pitch is going to be a ball as well. 2-0 the count.
If I'm not mistaken, Beard reached base on a hit by pitch in the first inning.
2-0 pitch on its way from the Cardinals, and that ball is a high fly ball out there into left center field. Diving play, misses the ball, and this is going to be extra bases as the Bears score another run, and it'll be a stand-up double for Dawson Beard. Score is now 4-1 Bear Lake.
And that was an excellent effort by the center fielder to make that play close. He traveled a long way, made a diving attempt. Fortunately for him, the left fielder was there to play it quickly.
Well, and you've got a lot of ground to cover in that situation. He came a long ways for that ball as Jack Hume up to the plate for the Bears, the cleanup hitter.
Dunford steps off the mound to keep Beard close.
As Dunford with the first pitch of the at-bat, it is cut on and bounced foul over there towards the on-deck circle. As that was a pitch he probably shouldn't have swung at.
That was a freshman whose eyes got really big on that high fastball and swung at what would have been ball 1.
It's like he was swinging an axe out there. It's the 0-1 pitch on its way, and it's going to be popped over there towards the shortstop. Shortstop's going to make a no. He's going to drop it. Looked like an easy play. A little bit of a bobble there. Runner heading home, and he's going to be in there as well. As that's going to blow this game a little bit open here. 5-1 our score here in the bottom of the second inning. Looked like a routine play. I thought he had made the grab. Ball popped out at the end.
And that allowed the throw home to try to get Beard, which was not even close, allows Hume to advance to second. That's one where he kind of compounded the error by trying to make the throw. If he just comes up with that and holds on to it, the runner's still at first. Now you got another runner scoring position.
Runner on second base here is Hume as George in the box. First pitch to George is going to be ripped out there into the right center field. It's going to drop in there for a hit. Going home is Hume, and that's going to be an RBI single. The cutoff throw is going to be late. Running to second is George. George is tagged out, unfortunately, as that's going to end the inning for the Bears, but the damage already done.
And that run does count.
As the Bears plate 5 in the bottom of the second inning. Score at the end of 2, Bear Lake 6, Soda Springs 1. We'll be back with the top of the third inning after this on the SVI Sports Network.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
And we are back at Malad High School for the top of the third inning. Score after 2, Bear Lake 6, Soda Springs 1. Big inning there from the Bears, Jared, as the Bears going to plate 5 runs in that inning.
They hit the ball well. They plated their run in the first inning with only 2 hits, just 2 singles, including a hit by a pitch and an error. In that second inning, they took advantage of some errors, but they also hit the ball really well. They put the ball in play. And one of the themes that we've tried to introduce to the softball team this year that the baseball team is doing very well today is create chaos. You don't have to hit the ball into the gap every time. It doesn't have to be a home run. You put the ball in play and give the other team an opportunity to make mistakes.
Due up for the Cardinals is going to be the top of the order. Trey Stevens, Kai Kirby, and McCullough as Stevens in. First pitch is going to be low from Newton. Ball 1-0 the count.
That's only the second pitch he has seen in this game. His first pitch at the first at-bat, he popped up to the second baseman Beard. Shortstop Beard.
As the 1-0 pitch on its way, and it is ball 2. 2-0 the count.
Newton has pitched well, got himself in a good position, and he's done the damage with his bat as well.
2-0 pitch from Newton on its way. That's a fastball upstairs, ball 3, as now 3-0 the count, and this is the count that always made me really mad when I played baseball, because this is most likely where you're going to get the best pitch of the at-bat, but your coach is always like, yeah, you can't swing at this. 3-0 pitch, once again, not swung on, and that's going to be a strike. 3-1 the count. Like I said, best pitch of the at-bat, that's a fastball right down Broadway, and you have to sit there and watch it all the way and cry about it, because that could be a line drive single or extra bases.
As a coach, though, that's one of those that you're like, he's struggling to find the strike zone right now. Just watch it, and that's why he just advanced himself down to first base by taking ball 4.
Yeah, and he did get the walk, but think about the home run he could have hit on that 3-0 pitch.
Yeah, but you know what's happened most of the time I've ever let a batter swing at that 3-0 pitch? They don't get the home run. They hit themselves into an out.
And whose fault is that, Jared? You got to coach him to hit those home runs on 3-0. You got to tell him. You got to give him confidence. You got to say, hey, green light here as Kirby comes to the plate. First pitch is upstairs. Runner going to second base. Throw's going to be high. Would have been a close play, but the throw just over the head of the shortstop. 1-0 the count. As this is Kirby at the plate for the Cardinals. It's Newton. Back up on the rubber for the 1-0 pitch. Comes set. Looks off the runner at second. Off-speed pitch is outside. Had a lot of movement to it, but that's just going to be a ball. 2-0 the count.
So 2 balls, no strikes. Runner down at second.
Long look over at second from the lefty Newton as he comes set. 2-0 pitch on its way. High, ball 3. 3-0 the count. Once again,
Newton,
tough count for a batter.
Newton has been struggled to find the strike zone in this inning. He went 3-0 to the first batter. He's 3-0 now to this batter.
3-0 pitch on its way, and it's going to be inside. That's a 4-pitch walk for Newton. As runners on first and second now, and that's going to bring up McCulloch for the Cardinals.
Dangerous spot right here for Bear Lake. A chance for Soda to get back in this game with the first 2 runners reaching base on walks. 9 pitches, 8 of them for balls.
And if you remember right, McCulloch ripped his first at-bat, just drilled it out as the first pitch is
a ball, and that's going to draw a visit from Coach Culver. Going to talk to Newton here, see what's going on, see what he needs to do to get those balls back in the strike zone. He pitched well the first couple of innings, but struggling here in the third.
And I will say sometimes that's more of just a, hey, calm down, you got this kind of a move, and that's what it looked like Culver just did. Go out there, hey, calm down, you were pitching great the first couple of innings, you're dealing, just relax. As that last pitch looked like a strike from here, it must have been outside. As 1-0 pitch from Newton on his way, and it is ripped over there towards the shortstop. That's going to find a gap for a hit, might score a run, as the throw in is going to keep him at third. So now the bases are loaded with 0 outs for the Cardinals. Cleanup man at the plate.
Nice job there by Ewing to keep the ball in front of him and get the ball in quickly to keep the runner from scoring.
As the batter up for the Cardinals is going to be Dunford, the cleanup man, and I believe the pitcher today as well.
Yes, he is. This is a chance to help yourself out. You know, he's given up 6 runs, and this is a chance to get a couple of those back right here at the plate. Get yourself back in the game as a pitcher.
First pitch on its way from Newton, cut on and missed strike 1, and that is huge for Newton. You want to see some of those pitches, get yourself some confidence back and throw some early strikes, get ahead in the count. As Newton comes set, 1-0 pitch on its way, and it is, I thought it was,
strike one?
I thought it was in there, strike 2, as 0-2 the count. He takes about, the umpire behind home plate takes about 6 to 7 business days to signal that he's going to call a strike. 0-2 pitch on its way, and it's dribbled foul over there towards the on-deck circle, so we'll do 0-2 again, as I actually think there will be a debate between what takes longer, the U.S. Postal Service or this guy's strike calls.
I'm sure if you're right up there close, where it's the ones he takes the longest time are the ones that are obvious.
0-2 pitch is an off-speed fly ball out there into center field. Should be an easy play, and it is for Hume. Throw home on the tag up. It's going to be late, and it was a good throw, just a little off target. As he got it to home, it had a chance.
Timing was almost there, but it does go as a sacrifice fly and scores a run.
As 1 away, but a run scores for the Cardinals 6-2. As next up to the plate is going to be the number 5 hitter. That is Eyrick, wearing number 1 today. Runners on second and third, so
that visit to the mound certainly helped Newton. He's only thrown 1 ball since then. Everything else in the strike zone.
First pitch of this at-bat is going to be upstairs, and that's why you don't say that, Jared. 1-0 the count. You never say that. 1-0 pitch on its way from Newton is a fastball ripped over to first base. Great play by the first baseman over there to snag it. That's one of those, either I'm going to catch this ball or I'm going to lose 3 front teeth, as that's going to be allowed out number 2. 2 away.
Had a chance to get the runner at second to double him off and end the inning, but he was more concerned about the runner going home, which is a good idea there. You got to be looking at that runner going home.
Next batter is going to be Tucker Bowen, the 6 hitter wearing number 5. First pitch is going to be upstairs for ball 1. Off-speed pitch, just a little high. 1-0 the count.
2 runners in scoring position, and with 2 outs, they'll be going at the crack of the bat. A base hit probably scores 2.
1-0 pitch is a curveball outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Bowen. As again, another great hitter's count if you get the green light from your coach, of course. So
great play there by Transtrom, the catcher, to keep that ball in front of him.
2-0 pitch is a fastball cut on and missed strike 1. 2-1 the count. As that was just a good-looking fastball there. It had a lot of velocity on it, as that's a tough one to play. As time called, it looks like we're going to clear off home plate real quick. And, yeah, that's what you like to see. Like I said, Newton's got a really good ability to change speeds. He's got pretty good command up there. Get your hitters out in front of it and then throw something like that to definitely make them think about things. as the 2-1 pitch on its way, and it is an off-speed pitch outside, ball 3. So 3-1 the count here.
Hitters count. This one, you know you got the green light. You sit on the pitch that you want to see. If it's not there, you let it go because you know you got another strike to play with.
3-1 pitch from Newton is a fastball. It is ball 4, which I don't know where that one missed, but I also have a terrible angle at it. So
I'm going to say maybe low.
It looked like it was about knee high, but it could have gone either way. As the next batter up for the Cardinals, bases loaded, 2 outs in the top of the 3rd inning. Next batter up is Peterson, the 7-hitter, wearing number 17 today. First pitch is a curveball.
Outside, it looks like.
Ball 1.
Not missing by much right now.
It's like outside by about in a fun-size Snickers bar. As the 1-0 pitch on its way from Newton, it is high. That one definitely missed. I can call that one ball 2. 2-0.
No place to put him. You get a walk right here, you give up a run, so you know that Newton's going to have to stop playing corners and try to come with the pitch right here.
2-0 pitch on its way is a fastball, cut on, and foul tip for strike 1. 2-1. 2-1 pitch, and this is a big pitch in this at-bat. You want to get this one in the strike zone to even up the count. Gives you another pitch to play with. It's Newton with the windup and the 2-1 pitch, and he's going to do just that. Foul ball behind home plate. That's going to even up the count. 2-2.
Now you got a pitcher's count. Now Newton can be a little bit more careful. Play with the corners. He wants to get something that he's going to swing at, but nothing that he can really do much damage with the bases loaded.
2-2 pitch from Newton on its way. It's going to be a little blooper over there towards the second baseman, and Newton going to get out of trouble, as that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. Great play over there by the second baseman. As that's going to end the top of the 3rd inning, Bears get out of trouble there and only give up 1 run. Bottom of the 3rd coming up next. Score 6-2 Bears on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the cows. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is committed to building safety at the mine and in the community. Recently, Simplot was awarded the Sentinels of Safety Award from the National Mining Association, while Safety Manager Wampa Roberts was named the Distinguished Safety Professional of the Year. Smoky Canyon Mine's rescue team consistently wins the Simplot Rescue Team competition. Simplot also dedicates resources for their annual Safety Day with area 5th grades. Simplot, bringing safety home.
All right, and we are back at Malad High School as Jared going to be breathing a little hard. He just ran a 4.2240. That was relatively close to Xavier Worthy's time from the NFL Combine. As the bottom of the 3rd here, Bears lead 6-2.
You make fun of me. Why did I run over to the car? I ran over to the car to get a jacket for you, Nate.
Due up for the Bears is going to be Anderson, Weston, and Beard as Anderson steps into the box. And first pitch is going to be upstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count.
Anderson's second bat at the game. I cannot remember for sure what he did that first at bat. That was in the middle of that 2nd inning. He flew out to the shortstop.
1-0 pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 2. 2-0 the count. As 2-0 pitch on its way from the Cardinals here with the windup. And that is...
ball 2.
Wow, it's inside ball 3.
Ball 3, sorry. I
3-0. As it looked good from here. Tough to tell, though. As 3-0 pitch on its way from the Cardinals, and that's going to be ball 4 as leadoff hitter Anderson going to get a walk-on down to first as running around first base, nobody out, and
that's the first time in the game that the Bears have got their leadoff runner on base.
As Weston up to the plate.
It is getting cold, as Lisa just said, and I know you guys can't hear. She says it's approaching 14 below. The wind has picked up quite a bit, and the temperature has dropped since the beginning of the game.
I blame that on us for coming over here. We brought the weather with us, as the pickoff over there to first was late. First pitch of the at-bat is going to be in there, I believe. Runner goes to second. He will be in time as stolen base, and I believe strike 1.
They called it a ball.
Yeah.
Ball 1.
Like I said, it looked like a strike. I don't know what we're doing here.
We're watching the board when they put up ball 1.
as that's going to be a foul tip. So that's strike one. I just want to be clear. It hit his bat. 1-1.
And a runner down at second base. Anderson, after walking, gets himself to second.
As the 1-1 pitch on its way, and it is cut on and ripped over there towards the shortstop. Play made. Throw over to third is going to be in. Late.
It wasn't a force.
Wow.
He had to make the tag, and he did slide in there safely.
Wow, I thought he got him for sure. I mean, it looked like it was there. Bang, bang play. Could have gone either way. I guess tie goes to the runner, as runner's on the corners now. And Beard up to the plate.
And this is one of those you're pretty sure that and we've got a pinch runner coming in. You're pretty sure that the runner at first is going on the pitch. As a catcher, you're trying to decide, are we going to throw him out? Or are we going to, let him go and risk the run at scoring from third? You can just throw down to third, hoping the runner leaves early. What are you going to do?
And I do think that if that throw from the shortstop was just a little lower, I think that's probably a tag out for sure. Looked like it would have been close. The high throw must have been what got the runner in there.
He was definitely in time if it would have been a force play, but not in time to make the tag.
As first pitch of the no, it's going to be a pickoff over there as
Anderson back easily.
I mean, me personally, pinch runner is Skylar Sparks for the Bears, number 20.
And a call from the catcher on a 3-2. You have quite a few options. You can throw it down to the third. You can try the pickoff play. You can do a lot of things. And here's the pitch. It's ball, and the runner goes from first in there easily. Sparks steals the base. It is a called strike, so no balls, 2 strikes. Runner's now at second and third. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Nice block there by the catcher to keep it in front of him. Keep the runners from advancing. 1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. 2 runners in scoring position, and chance for the Bears to already up by 4 runs to break this one open. That one's also in the dirt. Again, knocked down well by the catcher. Bounces over towards the backstop, but close enough that Anderson has to stay put down at third. 2-2 count. So after getting ahead 0-2 in the at-bat, it's now back to even at 2-2. Actually, no, we missed a pitch. Instead of 2-2, it was 3-1. He walked him. Well, it was the scoreboard in the outfield that I was going by.
You had to take over there for a second. Apparently our computer came unplugged, and we were living on a prayer. It was like 4% left, so I kind of had to
I was wondering where you're calling timeout there.
I had to, run a little mound visit, and by mound I mean computer, and I had to move to the other side of the table.
As a mound visit by the Soda Springs coaching staff, Dunford's going to stay in there. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the bottom of the third. If the Bears can put together a big inning here, it could break this game wide open. They're already up by 4 runs with a chance to do some damage. He ripped a single his first at-bat, if I remember correctly. Squares to bunt, not there. It was a suicide squeeze. The ball was in the dirt. Now the throw back to third is going to get the batter. The throw to second almost turns it into a double play. So Anderson picked off. Sorry, Nate jumped in there for you. Yeah, that was supposed to be a suicide squeeze. The ball was not buntable, which means Anderson was in no man's land, doesn't get back to third. Sparks was lucky to get back to second, almost a double play. And that changed the whole concept of the inning now. Soda Springs has got to be happy with that result there. If Ewing lays down the bunt, it probably scores a run. And now they're in a much better situation with only runners at first and second with only 1 out. A fly ball, the runner at second is going to have to pause.
1-2 is going to be high for a ball to the count. Wind up paying the 2-2 pitch. It is cut on, moved over to the second
So the Bears have an opportunity to break the game open there. They had bases loaded with nobody out. They get a runner picked off at third, and then the next batter doubles. It pops into a double play, and no runs score. When you get the bases loaded with nobody out, not to get any runs. That's great if you're Soda Springs. Not good if you're the Bear Lake Bears.
And at the end of 3, that's going to make the score Bear Lake 6, Soda Springs 2, as we'll be back at the top of the 4th after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
All right, and welcome back once again to Lad High School for the top of the 4th inning. Score at the top of the 4th, Bear Lake 6, Soda Springs 2. Recapping that list, Bears had a real opportunity, like you said, to break that game open. Loaded the bases with 0 out, and then came away with nothing. As a couple of just tough plays there.
Yeah, the sacrifice bunt that the pitch was a ball and he was unable to get any contact on the bunt, left his third base runner, which was Anderson, in no man's land. He got thrown out, and then to pop fly into the double play is the runner at second. He left acting like he thought there was 2 outs. He left on the crack of the bat and was thrown out easily before he was able to get back on the tag up. So 3 quick outs for Soda after giving up the 3 runners to start the inning. Newton's still going to be on the mound.
First pitch on its way over the top of the 4th inning. It's drilled up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. It's just a hard hit line drive. That is about just a great hit there. And a single to start off the first pitch swing, and it worked out well.
Yeah, it was kind of a seeing eye. It was a hard line drive, but it was right between the second baseman and the shortstop. Both of them came close but couldn't get to it. He takes ball 1.
Ball 1 upstairs, 1-0 the count. Set 1-2. Look down to first, 1-0 pitch on his way. It's going to be bunted right back to Newton. Look over to second, throw on to first. Will be in time as Newton makes the right play. 1 away. Top of the 4th inning.
Sacrifice bunt there. The runner was going down the pitch, and his teammate did his job. Kirby laid down the bunt, gets him over to second. Now he's in scoring position. That's what Coach Culver was trying to do with that attempted bunt in the bottom of the 3rd, but it was just an unhittable pitch. Fouls that one out of play into the trees.
Upstairs, ball 1, 1-1 the count.
Wind kind of stopped a little bit, knock on some wood. Just missed outside.
Ball 2, 2-1. And I can't tell if my eyes are bad or... It kind of looked like... I've seen a lot of pitches today that look like strikes. Let's just be outside or inside a little bit. It's a 2-1 pitch cut on it. And drilled out there to right center field. That's going to drop in, and that's definitely going to score a run. As the ball gets to the wall, and that is going to be an RBI double as Stevens drives one in. That's going to cut the Bear Lake lead to 6-3.
And they put it up on the wrong side. They finally gave us the scoreboard here at the field had it as 5-2 for a long time. They went from, that is a 6.
Well, it's a 6, but
the lights are out. Okay, so they do have the score correct. I thought they've had the score wrong all along and just have lights out. So it is 6-3 out there.
6-3 wins the score as Stevens with a great knock there. His first pitch is popped up for the Cardinals over there to second base. Good play over there at second. Didn't catch it for out number 2 away in a 6-3 ball game.
So runner is in scoring position, but good to get that second out. George has played second base well today. He's had several put outs at that position.
And McCullough coming to the plate for the Cardinals. First pitch cut on it, and that could have killed him. Going about 197 miles an hour off the face of the bat. That's just going to be a loud strike one. 0-1 the count.
Right over the top of the Bear Lake dugout over there and into the fence, dividing the. Looks like, is that a church that we're next to?
I think so. As the 0-1 pitch cut on, and a bouncing ball over there to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly, throws going to be in time for out number 3, and that's going to retire the Cardinals here in the top of the 4th inning. At the end of the top of the 4th inning, Cardinals score a run, score still 6-3 Bears, as we'll be back with the bottom of the 4th inning after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier. Online at bearlakedental.com or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Well, that was a great time as we're back. And, you got the C-Team broadcasting team out.
Yeah, apparently we had Nate muted for that last half inning, part of it.
Playing varsity out there, and I'm in Little League. Bottom of the 4th inning, 6-3 our score since you didn't hear it. Recapping the 4th inning, Cardinals score a run on a hard line drive out there from Stevens, and that's about it. So
then
you didn't miss a lot from me, but you missed some.
And he left himself stranded at second base as a great short play by shortstop Beard. He went over, fielded that ball behind second base. That's how far he moved, and threw out the runner over at first. Transtrom leading off the second inning. The 4th inning. He's 1 for 2 on the day, a ground out and a base hit.
That is crazy, Jared. It's really hard to tell if you can hear yourself out here when that wind's howling. It sounded like I could hear myself, but that's just because I'm talking. So, fun fact: it's the first pitch on its way, and it's upstairs for ball 1.
And
even know the count.
Even when it's muted, I can still hear you in my headset. So that's the part that
it's quiet out here. As the 1-0 pitch is off of his dome, and a way to use your head, like we said, as the runner's going to go down to first as he got hit by a 37-mile-an-hour curveball right into the dome.
So Transtrom has reached base now 2 out of his 3 at-bats. Newton is 2 for 2 with 2 great hits in this game. And Transtrom probably going to be running. The Bears have stolen successfully pretty much every attempt they've made in this game.
Runner on first base. Nobody out as Newton, the left-hander, up once again. First pitch on its way, and it's going to be low for ball 1. Runner going to second. He'll stand up in there on the pass ball. Looks at 3 rounds second.
I'm trying to decide if Transtrom was going anyway on that one or if he was going to just go back. He kind of hesitated, but then he was far enough that he was easily able to advance on the pass ball.
As Cardinals come set, 1-0 pitch on its way, off speed, outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Throw back to second base is going to be low as it gets past the second baseman. 2-0 the count.
I'm not sure. I don't think that was supposed to be just square and fake bunt. I think if it was a buntable ball, he would have put that one in play because Transtrom was halfway to third and had to turn around and go back.
2-0 pitch is a bunt popped up, and it's going to get out of play as the catcher looking to make a play there. 2-1.
Just barely caught the edge of the dugout. If that one's 2 inches further forward, it's probably an easy out.
And, that's what you like to see as a coach, is that catcher definitely trying to make the play there. Went all out for it, just happened to catch it, and even though he doesn't get the out, that shows a lot to the coaching staff of Soda, I'm sure. As 2-1 pitch on its way from the Cardinals. It is a fastball.
Outside and low.
Ball 3-3.
Coach Culver's right in your way right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I got to go out there and yell at him.
I got a lot better angle currently.
3-1, and that is a ball. I know that. Ball 4 as runner heading down to first. Runners on first and second with nobody out. Up next for the Bears is going to be Beard, the 3-hitter in the lineup.
So now Newton has been on base all 3 at bats. He's 2 for 2 with a walk. Beard with a chance to drive in a run here.
Cardinals come set. First pitch of the at-bat is ripped back up the middle. It's going to find the gap for a base hit, and runner heading home, and he'll make it for sure. No throw down, as the Bears are going to score a run. That's going to make the score 7-3. Runners on first and second as well. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Nice RBI single right there for Beard, just right up the middle. Shortstop made a great attempt, dove for it, but could not knock it down. Even if he knocks it down, everybody's probably safe, but it would have saved a run.
As that ball is launched off of a few things. Off a shed, off a car, off of...
It's clear out there in the parking lot.
As that is a loud strike 1 for Jack Healy. As that one is in a different zip code. 0-1 pitch is hit to the third baseman. Tag out at first, and he's going to get the double play there. As just a great play by the third baseman to step on third and make the throw over to first base, as that'll be a 5-3 double play.
So 2 double plays in the last 2 innings for the Cardinals have helped them stay out of trouble. They would have, with the 2 runners on, that could have been dangerous.
Not necessarily the most conventional double play, but a double play nonetheless. You don't see the 5-3 very much, as Nate George coming to the plate for the Bears. First pitch is upstairs for a ball, just a bit high, and the runner's going to advance to third base on the pass ball.
Yeah, Beard able to take advantage of that wild pitch and and easily advance.
Runner on third base here with 2 outs, so a chance for the Bears to score another one if they are able to get a hit, as blow the game open a little more. As the pitch to George is going to be a bouncing ball, tough play, and it's going to be just foul, as that one hung on to the third base line for as long as it physically could have before it got out.
It would have been a tough play by the third baseman in order to come up with that and get it over there in time. George has got a base hit in this game that scored a run earlier.
Pitch on its way, and it is popped foul into the backside. 2-2. No, 1-2.
1-2.
I can do that.
That was just a fight this pitch off and live to swing another day. He was a little bit behind it and just swung the bat out there and tipped it foul just to stay alive.
As the 1-2 pitch on its way, and it is in there, ring him up, strike 3, as that's a tough pitch to take. Bears going to go down with a runner at third base, as that's going to end the 4th inning. Score after 4, Bear Lake 7, Soda Springs 3. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on SVI Media is made possible by Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll. Here to help, Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Lenhard Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. And you save Phillips 66. Live life to the full.
Have you checked out the most awesome Ford store in eastern Idaho? We've been around for years.
And we've got top awards in the region for customer service and satisfaction.
We're Caribou Ford in Soda Springs.
Right now, we have the best inventory around, and more on the way.
Or you can custom order your new car or truck, just the way you like it.
We're Caribou Ford with the famous warranty forever.
And we're still keeping it simple in Soda Springs.
All right, and we are back at Malad High School for the top of the 5th inning. Cardinals coming to the plate here. Score 7-3 Bears. As been a fun game so far. Dunford coming to the plate.
So the Bears, the Cardinals gave up. They did not score in the first inning. They've scored 1 run in each of the innings 2, 3, and 4, trying to fight themselves back in the game. Bears up. 7-3. Never quite comfortable at this rate. 2 straight flyouts for Dunford. He's gone back up the middle twice, and this time he's...
That pitch was cut on and missed, but it's not going to matter as the umpire says, wait a minute. I was talking to one of my buddies, as we're going to do it again. Batter up is number 9. That is Dunford. As first pitch is in there, strike 1 anyway, so it works out the same. 0-1 the count.
All it changes is that now it'd be down 0-2.
Yeah, really, that's about it, as both pitches were cut on. 0-1 pitch on its way, as that's a fastball low and in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-1 the count. Great dig over there by Transtrom, the catcher.
And he even brought it up and tried to frame it.
I know. That's the kind of catcher that everybody can cheer for. That's the 1-1 pitch. It's an off-speed pitch, grounded up the middle, and that's going to get through the gap for a base hit. Good-looking swing, just right back over the second base. That's just a tough play to make, as right there between the second baseman and the shortstop. That will be a single to start the inning for the Cardinals.
All 3 of his hits have gone to the exact same place. The first 2 are outs. That one goes for a base hit. The other 2 were in the air. That one kept it on the ground, got himself a base hit.
As the next up is going to be Irick, wearing number 1 today. He's playing second base. As that first pitch ripped on over to the second baseman. Throw to second is in time. Throw on to first is going to be late as the runner pulls it. The first baseman pulls his foot off a little bit. Had to make sure he didn't play. But
not an
at second base nonetheless, so it'll go as a fielder's choice.
Yeah, it's not an error because you can't assume the double play. Had he been able to make the clean throw, it would have been a double play. But the runner coming down to second did a good job of kind of getting in Beard's way, making him throw that one up the line.
Runner on first base with 1 out, and Tucker Bowen the batter, as the first pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. 0-1 the count. Bowen, a multiple-time state champion wrestler as well.
Is he?
Yeah, phenomenal wrestler. As he has walked and been hit by the pitch, as that pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count.
The Malad team showing up now, getting ready for their game. They'll play the winner of this game. The loser will come back here and play tomorrow.
1-1 pitch is cut on and missed for strike 2. Ball gets past Transtrom. Runner's going to advance to second base, but the count remains 1-2. If I remember right, Tucker Bowen actually committed to the University of Wyoming to wrestle. Phenomenal wrestler, just fun to watch if you ever get the chance. As 1-2, the count once again. As Newton comes set, 1-2 pitch on its way. It's an off-speed pitch. Just a bit outside, 2-2 the count.
Runner down in scoring position with 1 out. Bears with a 4-run lead, though, are probably willing to take the out if they can get it here.
2-2 pitch is a curveball cut on and missed. Strike 3, as that'll be a strikeout for Peter Newton. 2 away.
First time that the Bears retired Bowen in the game, he'd walked and been hit by a pitch before.
Coming up to the plate is going to be number 17. That is Peterson, shortstop. First pitch is cut on and tipped foul. 0-1 the count.
Peterson had a great play earlier in the game that saved a couple of runs. In that second inning, I believe it was, that he made that, first inning, made that great catch to save a couple runs with runners at second and third and 2 out. And he was running straight backwards and kind of made a diving catch behind him.
As the first pitch to Peterson is going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. I don't know if there says a strike, but I haven't seen. Oh yeah, it was cut on and missed. I doubt myself. 1-1.
2-1 now.
I'm glad that I was right because I looked down and I'm like, there's no way. The moral of the story is, kids, I don't trust myself now. 2-1 pitch on its way, and it is cut on and ripped over there to the third baseman. Long throw over to first. It's going to be high. And in time, barely, as first baseman has to jump up to make the play. Comes back down on the bag just barely in time. And that's going to end the top of the 5th inning. Score after the top of the 5th. Bears 7, Soda Springs 3 on the SVI Sports Network.
I've always said this about title companies. We all do the same exact thing. But it's the people that make the difference.
This new brand is going to represent who we are.
Honesty, integrity, loyalty, kindness, hard work, thoroughness. Nobody would buy anything without knowing they're getting it free and clear of somebody else's debt or problems. And that's the whole purpose of a title search, is to make sure that we can ensure clear title.
And it was critical that we have a brand that really describes that.
The team at the Montpelier office of Flying S Title and Escrow are ready to assist you with your next real estate transaction and are proud to support the Bear Lake Bears. Visit Flying S Title and Escrow at 469 Washington Street or call 208-847-1300. Also available at fste.com.
Doing fantastic. Well, we're going to switch roles here for a minute. I was just telling Nate that I don't want to switch roles with him right now. He's doing such a good job, but apparently you guys can't hear him very well.
I'm just going to hold my microphone up here and just talk into it as loud as I can.
So I'll do kind of the play-by-play, let him do some color. Anderson coming to the plate to lead off the bottom of the fifth. First pitch swinging, high fly ball into deep center field. It's going to be caught in left center by the left fielder. Had a lot of ground to cover. Well hit ball by Anderson, but it just goes for long out for out number one of inning number 5 as the Bears lead it 7-3.
And that's the conspiracy theory I have right now, folks, is that Jared likes to yap, and he wanted to talk more than me, so he cut the cord to my microphone.
Hammer with a great play right there to get the out.
Speaking into it like it's a McDonald's drive-through.
Strike one delivered. Who's the batter here? I'm trying to ignore Nate, who's up to the plate. I can't tell from here.
0-1 pitch on its way, and it is in there for strike 2. 0-2 the count, as that one took 7 years to call again.
Weston at the plate, down 0-2 in the count with one out. And here's the swing, pop fly back out of play. That's going to hit the bathrooms behind home plate. 0-2 again.
And if you're in the concession stand right now, that's terrifying probably. I'd imagine that was pretty loud.
Nate, just because they can't hear you very well doesn't mean you can be a smart aleck. And here's the 0-2 pitch again, fouled back, out of play.
That wasn't even a smart comment. That was just me saying something.
As we're in the bottom of the fifth, nobody on, one out, 0-2 count. The batter is Weston, the first baseman, who had great play to end the inning over there as the throw from Anderson was high. He went up high, got it, brought it down, made the play to end the 5th inning for the Cardinals. And he's going to fly this one deep into right center this time, and the center fielder over there makes the catch for out number 2. So the Bears have hit the ball hard twice and have nothing to show for it, just 2 outs.
I guess the good thing about fly balls like that, Jared, is the fact that eventually those fly balls are going to turn into home runs. I mean, they're making great contact with the ball. It's just a little bit high off the bat. So square them up a little better, and it'll be okay.
Beard at the plate now. Here with 2 outs and nobody on, bottom of the 5th. Bears up 7-3. And now 2-0 as he takes ball 2. The first one was outside. That one was in the dirt. He's heading the count 2-0. Beard ready for the pitch. Dunford delivers. Swing and a miss. For strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 5th inning. And almost a little bit of sunshine. Almost.
I can actually see the sky over there if you look closely.
Ball 3 inside. So a 3-1 count. Hitters count. Beard can sit on his pitch right here. Look to put one in play and start a rally here in the inning.
And I am happy to report, Jared, to the people back home in Bear Lake, the sky is still blue.
Here's the pitch. Swung on. Fouled. Out of play. And that one's going to make it into the parking lot of the church next door.
I can see it bouncing.
So 3-2, payoff pitch coming. This is one of those you remind the batter, knock or walk. If it's there, you got to put it in play. If not, walk on down to first base. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a foul ball. Another one out of play. So we'll do it all again. Nobody on. Just a battle. With a 3-2 count, Beard looking to extend the inning. It would bring up Ewing next. The left fielder today for the Bears. Oh, wow.
That's what they call an eephus pitch right there. Like I said, that one's going to throw you so far off. Ewing didn't even have the bat in his hands when he got there. He was ready to go on down to first base, but they called that strike 3 anyway.
It looked like it was going to be high and inside, and it curved back over the plate, just caught the inside corner to strike him out. We'll be back with the top of the 6th. Bears leading at 7-3 right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people like Pete who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
All right, we're back at Malad High School for the top of the 6th inning. Score after 5, Bear Lake 7, Soda Springs 3.
Apparently we can hear Nate again, sadly.
I don't know what it is. That's proof that you were trying to sabotage me. First pitch swinging out of the Cardinals. Bouncing ball over to the first baseman. He'll pick that one up and walk over to first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for the Cardinals.
That was a great play there by Weston. Just made it cleanly. Had plenty of time to walk on over, tag the bag, and retire the leadoff hitter.
As next up is going to be number 17?
13.
13. Kirby.
Kirby's done well so far in the game. He's put the ball in play quite a bit.
As Newton comes set, 1-0 pitch on its way, and it's going to be low and in the dirt, ball 2, 2-0 the count.
Other than the 1 inning where Newton struggled to find the zone, he's pitched well. He hasn't given up more than 1 run per inning. He loaded the bases in the 1 inning when he was struggling and still was able to get out of it with only allowing the 1.
As Peter Newton comes set, 2-0 pitch on its way, cut on and popped over there towards right field. Good play there by the first baseman to get underneath it for the second out of the inning. 2 away here.
So Weston has made 2 straight putouts to start the inning. Good play.
And that's what you want to see, right? I mean, you want to see, especially in a 2-0 count, that's a huge play from Newton there. You want a pop-up like that or something in play that's, I mean, efficient. You don't have to throw as many pitches, plus it was a can of corn over there. 2 away, and Hemmert up to the plate.
He's hit the ball well. It's Stevens, and it's...
Oh, you got a 10 in here.
It's number 3. Yeah, the 10th
can't read.
The 10th hitter is a flex.
I'm dyslexic. As the 0 and the 1 got turned around, as the pitch is high for a ball, 2-0, and I got that one right, as we're okay.
Stevens has hit the ball well right up the middle both times as the leadoff hitter.
2-0 pitch is cut on. Bouncing ball to the pitcher, Newton. Throw over there. The first is going to be in time.
Weston puts out all 3 batters in the inning. Two unassisted in that one. He just completes the play.
So that's going to end the top of the 6th inning. Score after the top of the 6th remains 7-3 Bears. We'll be back after this on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign the papers and they leave and they're happy, they get the house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Simplot Smoky Canyon Mine is committed to building safety at the mine and in the community. Recently, Simplot was awarded the Sentinels of Safety Award from the National Mining Association, while Safety Manager Wampa Roberts was named the Distinguished Safety Professional of the Year. Smoky Canyon Mine's rescue team consistently wins the Simplot Rescue Team competition. Simplot also dedicates resources for their annual Safety Day with area 5th grades. Simplot, bringing safety home.
And we are back for the bottom of the 6th inning. As due up for the Bears is going to be the 9-hitter in the lineup, Tate Ewing. As
he grounded out to 3rd and he flat out to 2nd so far in the game.
As score remains the same, 7-3. As kind of like the last game, high scoring couple of innings, but after that it's been mostly a defensive battle. pretty good battle so far, as Newton looks great on the mound.
Bears would like to get a couple runs here, but they're in a good situation where Soda's down to their last 3 outs and trailing by 4 runs. If the Bears can put up 1 or 2 more here, that would go a long ways to ensuring the victory in this game.
As the first pitch on its way from Dunford cut on and missed, and he swung to hit that thing 400 feet plus. As he pulled his head for sure, like you said, strike 1. 0-1 the count.
And the softball game starts in about 5 minutes on the other side of town. And Bear Lake and Soda Springs playing in that one as well.
0-1 pitch is going to be low and in the dirt for ball 1. It's going to even up the count, 1-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wind up and the pitch coming. And it's an off-speed pitch driven over there towards the shortstop. 1 hop. Great play by the shortstop. Throw on to first is going to be high, but the tag will get him. 1 away in the bottom of the 6th inning.
That's a heads-up play there by the first baseman. The throw was high. It pulled him off the bag, but he came down and made the tag as there's no way he was going to get back to the bag in time.
As it rolls around to the top of the lineup once again for the Bears, as this will bring up Transtrom, the leadoff hitter and the catcher for Bear Lake. First pitch is on its way, and it's going to be a ball, 1-0.
He grounded out to start the game, but has been on base his other 2 at-bats in the game.
1-0 pitch to Transtrom, incoming, and it's going to be low and in the dirt for ball 2, 2-0 the count.
He's had a great day behind the plate as well, keeping the ball in front of him, and he had the 1 throw out that saved a run early in the game.
And the 2-0 pitch incoming from Dunford, and it is in there for a strike. 2-1 the count.
That was one that I think the last 7 pitches that Transtrom had seen had all been balls, and I think he was just looking for another one there. Just let it go.
Pitch is cut on and grounded to the shortstop. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th, and
the pitchers have settled in, and both pitchers have been working efficiently in the 6th inning. 3 up, 3 down for Soda in the top of the 6th, and now the first 2 batters retired in the bottom of the 6th for Bear Lake.
Peter Newton up to the plate for the Bears, the left-hander. Once again, having a great day on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's yet to be put out in this game. He's hit safely twice and walked as well, I believe.
First pitch is a curveball in there for strike 1. 0-1 the count. 0-1 pitch on its way from Dunford. Another curveball, and got him underneath it, as that's going to be a pop-up, and great play over there by the catcher. He covered a lot of ground to make that play, as that's going to end the inning, and just great play.
Yeah, he nearly tripped over they had a pathway that goes from the on-deck circle to the batter's box, and he almost tripped over that, but he was able to make the play anyway.
As that's going to do it for the 6th inning. Score after 6 remains Bear Lake 7, Soda Springs 3. We'll be back after this for the 7th inning on the SVI Sports Network.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
All right, and we are back once again at Moab High School for the top of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Cardinals here. Score remains 7-3 in favor of the Bears. As, like we said, a couple of great innings as far as offensively, especially for Bear Lake. They had that 5 spot in, I believe, the 2nd inning. But outside of that, it's been just like the last game, more of a defensive struggle between the two teams. Occasional run here and there, but mostly about defense today, Jared.
In fact, the defense has been the story of the game, because in the 3rd inning, when the Bears really took the lead and kind of have been comfortable since then was about defensive errors. There's a couple of crucial errors there by Soda Springs what allowed several of the runs to score and gave Bears this comfortable lead.
First pitch is in there from Newton for strike one. 0-1 the count.
Both pitchers have pitched well.
0-1 pitch is cut on, and a fly ball over to left field, caught by the left fielder Ewing for the first out of the inning as Kirby goes down to start the 7th for the Cardinals. Up next to the plate is going to be McCulloch, the 3-hitter, and if you remember right, he's got a lot of power. He's hit a couple of great line drives. He's got a double, a single, and a ground out to the shortstop, so he's 2 for 3 today. First pitch from Newton is going to be outside for a ball. 1-0 the count.
That last hit, the last put out there by Ewing, Newton threw an off-speed pitch, got the batter out a little bit in front on his front foot, didn't have the power, so just an easy pop fly.
1-0 pitch is a heater in the dirt for a ball.
2-0 now.
2-0, but I had to check the scoreboard, which is wrong, as that pitch is going to be cut on and missed for a strike. 2-1 the count. I don't know where the 2 balls are out there, but there is a strike.
They got the strike up there, but not the 2 balls. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, and nobody on.
As Newton comes set, now the pitch on its way. It is a fastball high, 3-1 the count. And that's one of those cases, Jared, where I think you just kind of rear back a little too much, try to put a little something extra on it, and it gets away from you high. 3-1 pitch on its way, and that's going to be a fastball cut on and fouled away. 3-2, full count.
That's the one that the coach has got to be frustrated. That ball was in the dirt. He swings at what would have been ball 4, would have put himself on, and right now you need runners. You don't need heroes, you need base runners.
As pitch on its way, it is a curveball, and did we miss something? Because they're giving him a just ball 2.
That was only ball 3 right there. The umpire did schedule, so the scoreboard is off 1, we were off 1.
Huh.
And he swings, strike 3, struck him out.
That's another one of them where if you're the coach, you definitely don't want him swinging at that. That was another pitch, fastball in the dirt. Good pitch for Newton. It's. I mean, you get the batter to swing at it, you're not going to complain. But 2 away, Soda Springs down to their last out here in the top of the 7th inning, and that brings up Dunford, the cleanup hitter and the pitcher. First pitch from Newton is going to be upstairs for a ball. 1-0 the count.
So just down to, like you said, their last out. If Soda's going to advance in this tournament, they got to come back. The Bears in a good spot.
1-0 pitch is going to be high for a ball. 2-0 the count. Another hitter-friendly count for the Cardinals, as they're going to need a huge 2-out rally here. 2-0 pitch from Newton on its way. It's the heater, and it is
in there for
strike 1. Like I said, a little bit of a delayed call, but I guess I should just watch the scoreboard.
You looked away too quick. Just as you looked at the scoreboard to see what they called, he signaled it.
2-1 pitch is inside. Ball 3-1. As that's one of those tough plays. It's easier said than done, but you kind of want to take the pitch if you're the coach, but you also don't really want to get hit by it if you're the player.
Yeah, he danced out of the way.
3-1 pitch is going to be a curveball in the dirt for ball 4, as that'll draw a walk. Runner over there on to first base with 2 down. Batter up is going to be Irick.
Coach Culver going to take a quick mound visit, remind Peter, hey, you got a 4-run cushion, you got 2 outs, you don't need to be fancy, just pitch strikes, let your defense get you out of this game with the win.
Yeah, you've got a lot of runs to play with here. I mean, I'm not saying you want to stretch this out as long as possible, but if you give up something, it'll be okay. You just got to relax.
Pitch strikes, trust your defense.
Absolutely.
Chances of them hitting 3 straight home runs and tying up this game, which is what it would take right now, aren't good. So if the ball's in play, good chance they're going to get it out before the runs can happen. We're knocking on some wood.
All right, and back to live action here as Irick steps in, the right-hander. Newton with the first pitch, and it is going to be a ball. 1-0 the count.
And if you're Soda Springs right here, you're not stealing bases, you're playing everything clean, because if you take a risk and get yourself out of the game, you don't have a chance to come back.
1-0 pitch is a curveball, and it's a really good one. Strike 1 at the knees. Nothing you can do with that if you're Irick. Evens up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. 1-1 pitch on its way from Newton. Fastball inside for a ball. 2-1 the count. And I truly believe one of the more important pitches of the at-bat is right there. The difference between 2-1 and 1-2 is pretty big.
And this one's just the same way.
2-1 on its way, and it is another good off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 2-2 the count. Cardinals down to their last strike here in the top of the 7th. Newton comes set. Now the 2-2 pitch. No, he's going to step off. Look back the runner. All right, we'll do it again. Newton with the 2-2 pitch on its way. Cut on.
Ball game.
Strike 3 as he'll get him swinging. And that'll be it for this one. The Bears going to take down the Cardinals in this game. Final score will be 7-3 in favor of Bear Lake, as Bears are going to move on, and we'll do it again.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the lease of the microphone with some final stats if you want to do them. I'm going to head over to softball. But if you're not going to do that stats, that's just fine. I'm just going to head over to softball.
Jared's going to get out of here. He spent enough time with me. He's kind of tired of me for the day, and I understand that. As it makes sense.
What about the rest? No.
Final score, once again, is 7-3. Bears take down the Cardinals in, like we said, a defensive affair. Great game from Peter Newton on the mound. Complete game. Only gave up 3 runs up there, and looked like he had pretty good control the entire game. You know, walked a few guys, but overall just had a really good game. You got the stats over there?
I mean, yeah. He had 5 strikeouts. Like you said, he only recorded 3 hits. Actually, recorded 5. 5 hits. And as much as I can tell you, you know, which isn't a lot on the stats, yeah, I really can't tell you anything.
All right. Well.
Honestly, I can tell you real quick for Soda Dunford. He had 6 hits recorded on him, and he recorded 2 strikeouts. So Newton, of course, had a great day. Also, Dunford, he pitched 97 pitches today, and Newton recorded 110 pitches. So,
all right,
a lot of pitching today.
Good game for the Bears as they'll take this one. Good game for both teams. Congratulations to Soda Springs. Hard-fought game. They played well, played down to the final at-bat. And I think that's going to do it from here. Final score, once again, will be Bear Lake 7, Soda Springs 3, as we'll be back again tomorrow and later on today as long as we can catch softball in action. So we're going to take down as quickly as possible and speed over there.
Yeah, we're going to catch the second game of the softball because they're going to have 2 tonight. So we're going to catch that second game. It starts at 5:30 or as soon as this one ends. So they're playing right now. We're going to catch their second game. Yeah, I guess I'm assuming. Well, no, they will play regardless. If they win, they will play the winner of whoever wins out of Malad and Westside. We're assuming that will be Malad because that's the 1-4 seed game. If they lose, they'll play the loser of that Malad Westside game at 5:30. So we'll catch that game tonight. Tomorrow we'll be back over here. We'll again catch Bear Lake playing at 2 o'clock, and then we'll head over and catch the softball game in progress. That game starts a little bit later tomorrow. So
busy couple of days for us, but excited for them. Should be a lot of fun. Both teams playing pretty well. So final score once again is going to be Bear Lake 7, Soda Springs 3, as that's going to do it here from Malad High School. For Ray Henry, our excellent cameraman over there with the beard keeping him warm. And for everybody else on the SBI Sports Network, this is
Lisa Hillier
and Nate Matthews saying good
night, everybody.